you've been given an assignment brief, and part of any assignment brief is being able to develop ideas. Now that you've got your idea, you need to write a treatment to help explain your idea to other people and producers. A treatment is a document that presents the story idea of your film before writing the script. Treatments are often written in present tense in a narrative-like prose and highlight the most important information about your film, including the title, logline, story summary, and character descriptions. Treatments are a way for a writer to test out an idea before investing their creative energy fully into a full screenplay. Treatments also allow for writers to summarize their ideas. They can present the story to studios or producers who might then go on to finance the film. A script treatment comes early in the writing process, before any actual script writing is done, which allows you to sort out the necessary story elements that you need. The point of writing a treatment is to set up the world you want the reader to envision, lay out the structure of your whole story, help you identify plot holes or parts of the film you're missing, flesh out characters, and figure out the importance of each role, and it serves as a roadmap that makes it easier for you to write your script. Your treatment should contain these 5 elements: a title or a working title, a logline, which I've covered on a previous video. You need to summarize the concept, where you expand on the shorter logline, provide the next step in understanding how the film will play out. This is where you can also establish the genre, the theme, the tone, and cite any relevant background information relevant to the concept of your short story. You need to then summarize your story into 3 parts, which again I've covered in the last video. You then need to provide a breakdown of key characters, including their arc and how their character develops within the story. Now, a treatment can be a page long to 70 pages long, so for my course all I'm expecting you to do is maybe 1 or 2 pages at the most, so your treatment should look something like this example on the screen. Let's break down the treatment. So the first thing you need is a working title. Now, you can put any old title in at this point. You can always change your mind later on, even right up to the editing process. The very last thing you can do is come up with a title and add it in your film. But for the treatment, you just need some kind of title. So my working title is The Strange Noise. Next, you're going to need the logline. So in my case, a teenager, home alone, hears a strange noise coming from inside the house. He must investigate and hope it's not something sinister. So all you need is a simple sentence explaining your idea. So next is a summary of the concept. So I'm going to use some of Steve Neal's genre theory here. So I've got a lot of repetition of horror conventions in my idea. I've got a person alone in a house who investigates a strange noise. I want it to be in the same kind of style of tone as Stranger Things and Fear Street on Netflix. There's going to be low-key lighting to enhance the scary mood of the situation, combined with slow-paced editing to ramp up the tension. The music will also be slow tempo to build suspense. Now, the difference in my film that you wouldn't normally see in the genre, that's not a horror threat at the end, it turns out to be a light-hearted surprise. Now, in my previous video, I did go over how to break down your story into 3 acts in quite a lot of detail. So I'd expect to see a paragraph for the first act, 2 paragraphs for Act 2, and then the final paragraph will cover Act 3. So if you click on the link above or in the description below to see a more detailed breakdown on how you go about writing your story in 3 acts, in the beginning, middle and end. Now, on your treatment, you do need to have a character profile for each of the characters you have. So the more characters you have, the more profiles you'll need to write. So for my example, it's just 1 character in the whole film. A well-adjusted teenager. They are 16 and they go to local college studying A-levels. They are happy to be alone at home while their parents are out for the evening. This allows them to make the most of their Sky Q box. The teenager can be a bit nervous about the dark and tends to avoid horror films. So this is a nice little profile of who the main character is. When you find an actor, this will help them get into their character. So going back, so this is what your treatment should look like. So mine's just a very simple A4 page document which tells me all I need to know about this short film. In the description below, you will find other videos to help you in developing your ideas for video production.